Good morning and welcome back to episode number 22 of the First Off the Tee podcast. I am your host, Robert Evanek, co-hosted by my father, Doug. Good morning, everybody. As always, this episode is brought to you by ZenGolf. Use code ROBEVG10 for 10% off your entire order. Details, as always, are listed in the video description. Good morning, Doug.
Nice. Good morning. How are you today?
Very good. Cheers.
Cheers. How are you?
Very good. All right, we have a new production schedule. I posted on Instagram and Facebook. So
excellent.
During the slow season, the off season of the PGA, we're going to be moving to a once a week time frame, just on Thursdays. There's not enough going on in the world of golf to warrant 2 episodes a week.
I agree.
So we'll do just Thursdays until, of course, when the Masters come, we'll do a Monday, Thursday. Just
right.
We're going to want to talk about it, but
yeah.
outside of the majors during the off season, we're just going to do Thursdays.
Yeah, so, good idea. It gives me a little time to make some more coffee and have some more time making some coffee. So, how do you like your coffee?
It's pretty good.
Not bad, huh?
Is there something different?
A little different. So, we're pretty much into our coffee, Joe. So I figured let me give you what we're doing. So usually we do a little coffee press. Talked about a new coffee press. It's metal. It doesn't no glass. It's insulated. It's pretty good. But you have to use a coarse ground coffee for that. Okay, fine. A friend of mine at work said, "Hey, you really like coffee? You ought to try this." And I'm not coffee sponsored, but you got to try this Cuban coffee, I think it is. So I got this coffee. Pastillo. But, so I'm reading it, it's an espresso ground coffee. Can't use it in there because it clogs the filter. And you remember that one time I was trying to push it down and the thing came up? Yep. So an espresso ground coffee, can't do it. So what I do, and I've done it in the past, is, again, not a sponsor, but it's a little K-cup that has its own filter system. You put your own coffee in there. And the only thing is it's reusable, and you have to clean it up. But I was wondering how you like the coffee, because I'm going to be like a little coffee barista now for a while.
I actually enjoy it. It's pretty good.
Not smooth. Not too bad. But just talking about coffee a little bit, did you ever have Turkish or Greek coffee?
I can't say I have.
Probably not, because you don't know. So I never know about it. So what they do, it's only individual cups, and of course I guess you can make it bigger. They got this little pot. It's like the size of a cup, maybe a little bit bigger, and you put that on the flame. And you put this ground coffee, really fine. Maybe it's even finer than espresso ground.
Sure.
You put it in, you put a little sugar in there if you want, and you heat it up, and you got to get it to foam. And once it foams and boils, it's done. You take all of that, pour it in, no filtration. So in the bottom of your coffee is a mud of this powder.
Yeah.
So you got to sip it just till you get down to that mud, and then you're done.
Huh.
And then of course you can flip it over when it dries out and read the side of the cup as a like reading tea leaves. But a different way of drinking coffee, and man, this early in the morning I need my coffee. So,
actually I really like this. This is probably the best cup of coffee that I've seen come out of that Keurig in a long time.
Yeah, right, because that's it.
It's got a lot of flavor. The
Keurig coffee is, it's all right, but this is, you put your own in there, looking good. All right, so what's up with the PGA? We haven't really.
That's a good question. I haven't watched it. Very briefly, last week we saw Sergio win.
Oh, yeah.
What you said, first time in 3 years?
It was first. I go, Robert, that thing, he hasn't won in like 3 years, and sure enough, 2017 Masters tournament champion. So he won the Masters.
Yep.
Since then, I think he had a child at home, so you got other life things go on.
Yep.
And it was good to see him win, because I think he's 40. So, he's got a few good wins in him. I mean, if you win at 50, you're awesome, right? It's usually an accomplishment. So from 40 to 50, man, when you're close and you can win, and he won on the 18th hole or something? Or right? He had the birdie. I didn't see.
He had to birdie 18 to be the outright winner. And his approach shot, he stuck right next to the. It was like a 2.5 footer.
Right, and the other guy was waiting in the clubhouse, right? I mean, I know that because he shot like an awesome round, like a 63 or something.
Yeah,
that day,
he was
right?
he was on the practice range getting ready for hopefully a playoff.
Yeah,
and then Sergio just stuck it close.
Oh
and
man,
that was it.
That was awesome. I like Sergio. Sergio was always there, and he grew up in that time with Tiger Woods too, when Tiger was just smoking everybody. Yeah. So he kind of like. Damn, I can't. If it's not him, it's Phil. And then if Phil wasn't, then Sergio was winning a little bit. He was good.
I haven't seen him lately, though. Obviously, like you said, but I really don't. Outside of winning, I really haven't seen him in the mix. It's not even like he's up there.
No.
It's just like
no. He hadn't been playing that well, and he's got that little twitchy thing going. I don't know if you've noticed.
No.
He, it's whatever. We're fans. And we just watch. So when he gets set on the ball. He moves his, and he'll move in his hands, and he'll twitch his hands like 10, 15 times. And I remember earlier in his career, he got to a point where it was like, hit the ball already. I mean, you're watching him, and he just wasn't ready, and he's creeping up to that which was fine. He was winning, right. But then then he got to a point where like he couldn't just, sometimes you get. Brooks gets up there. I mean, I don't know. We'll talk about that. But the fast guys, they get up, they set, and bam. Yeah. And he's there. And he does this little twitching thing. So, but good for him.
That's funny. DeChambeau does something similar. Have you seen it? I've noticed this year when he gets his hands on the club, he's set, and then he like re-grips his bottom hand like 3 or 4 times. And then seamlessly, as soon as he finds it, he whacks it.
And that's what Sergio's doing. He's feeling the grip, but it's feeling the whole Zen thing, right? And
it
bam.
certainly is. Okay, so that was last week. This week, there's a couple big dogs playing. Where is this? TPC Summerlin?
Yeah, that's in Vegas, right? It's the Shriners Children's Hospital Open. I don't know if you know anything about Shriners. So
the Shriners is... Oops, is that this week or next week?
I thought it was this week.
Okay, right.
Yeah, so I thought,
Yeah. So explain, I don't know.
So Shriners is like, I don't know if you want to call it a religious organization. It's an organization that devotes a lot of their efforts and time to, of course, this children's hospital. And it's like some of the other children's hospitals. You come in, you pay nothing.
Right.
So they're really big on. So I don't want to say religion because it's not religious. They might have some sort of base of that, but it's a organization that collects money and supports and helps children, and children's hospitals one of the big ones. And the funny thing is, here up in the Northeast, you just don't hear about the Shriners that much.
Right. It's always St. Jude's.
You're right. St. Jude's is big, but the Shriners, I believe, if you're not mistaken, right around the corner over in Algonquin Parkway over there on the corner is a little Shriners facility, and they're renovating it and putting it together, and they have this little hat with a little tassel on the end. So they're like old time club.
Right.
So it's really good, really good for them, and you hear most about it when the PGA is putting them on TV, and you hear about them. So
good. Well, hopefully they raise some money and get some awareness. With this outing.
Yeah.
A couple big dogs.
Yeah.
DeChambeau's playing.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Wolf, if you can call him a big dog.
Yeah.
CJM was up there.
Mm-hmm.
Ricky Fowler, a notable. Can't call him a big dog, but he's
right.
a notable name. Anybody else you saw that caught your eye?
Colin.
Colin's
like he won the U.S. Open, right? And then we'll talk about him, and then then when he came back, nothing. But okay, not too bad. But it's funny you could say if you call Wolf a big dog, the guy almost won.
Yeah,
the guy almost. I'm not the Open, the PGA. I think Colin won. Didn't he win the PGA, and then this one was
the U.S. Open, right? Yeah, because there's Colin and DeChambeau.
Almost winning the U.S. Open. Well, he's kind of big dog, but we know what we're talking about. We know people that are producing and are there because.
Wolf's new. This is his. I think it's his second year on the tour. He's 21.
Unbelievable.
It's It's crazy. Big news in the PGA world. Koepka announced that he's coming back next week.
Oh,
so
nice.
That's good. So he of course, he wants to get back into the swing of things before the Masters. So he'll have 3 or 4 rounds before the next major. So he's coming back after a couple-month layoff.
Nice.
I don't know specifically what his injury was, but he said he was working through an injury. I don't know if it was related to his knee, which he had surgery on last offseason.
Yeah.
But that's good to see Koepka back in action.
No, I think so. And I remember we had a little discussion, and he talked about, big news, Koepka's out for the season. And not knowing that the season was only till the end, and then restart. So I thought you meant all 2021.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, oh, man, he's going to miss the few majors that are quick. That's why but it was only the end of that season.
And it was the way that he worded his post that made me just regurgitate. Because he announced, I'm pulling out of the remainder of this season.
Yeah.
And at the time there was like 3 or 4 events left.
Yes. It was good to see. And hey man, let's see if he can crank it out because we really like him.
Yeah, it's fun to watch Koepka. Okay, outside of PGA, we have another Dr. Joe guided Zen session this Friday.
Excellent.
Link will be in the video description. Also, I'll put a link to his website. I haven't been on there in a while, but I'm sure you can also find a link to the Zen session on his website. You attended one a couple weeks ago, right?
I attended one a couple weeks ago, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
It was, you have to be in a certain mindset to be able to appreciate.
Right.
And just be open-minded. And if you've never been into a meditation type scenario, just try it. Just open your mind and say, all right, let me, and he'll guide you. And that's the whole idea. It's for someone who you have no idea about getting into the moment, grounding yourself, and guiding you through this thing. And then, like I said, it's not about golf until he brings in golf, and usually at the end. But at the beginning, it's
just straight Zen.
It's straight Zen. It's getting in the moment, opening your mind, and what do they call that? Just being aware and embrace and acknowledge is all it is.
Right.
It doesn't matter what you're talking about. Embrace it, acknowledge it, and then move on. But really
good.
Cool.
So he'll have another session this Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I can't attend just because the timing.
Yeah, timing's tough.
I'm at work.
Yep.
But if you could attend and report back, it'd be great to hear.
I would say if it's the same as last time, I'm not going to be able to attend because I'm going to be playing with the Big Dog on Friday.
Oh, where are you playing on Friday?
So Big Dog has a mini tournament. We're playing
the Big Dog, not the Big Cat.
Sorry, Big Cat. Big Cat has a. We got a couple of friends. Big Cat, Big Dog. So Big Cat has his mini tournament up at Crystal Springs, which is out in West Jersey.
Like Hamburg, right?
Yeah. There's like 3 or 4. There's Wild Turkey, Big Bear, Crystal Springs, and there's a couple other, a bunch of.
Apparently, those courses are beautiful.
They're awesome courses. We used to play, the old Playboy Club used to be up there, way before your time. Playboy magazine and all that, which was the new pictures, but done. It wasn't like dirty. It was, if you want to say clean, but Playboy was it. It was Playboy Mansion. It was Hugh Hefner.
And that was in Jersey.
He had up there was the Playboy Club for New Jersey. And a lot of people from New York, and a big, back in the 50s and 60s. It made it to like the late 70s. And then that was a nice golf course up there. And I don't even know if that's one of these clubs that they took over, or that golf course went away. But one
of those courses, I'm not sure which one, they have golf boards instead of golf carts. It's like a gimmick, but it's really cool. Instead of driving a golf cart, it is a giant electric skateboard that you slap your bag onto the back, and you literally ride the course on this like giant skateboard looking thing with a remote control. So it's like kind of a double. You're playing golf, but also riding these awesome.
That seems pretty cool.
Whatever they are, vehicles around the course. The guys at Golficity made a video of them doing that exact thing. It looked awesome.
Yeah,
it just looked cool.
Yeah.
There's something different.
That is pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And talking about that, we played. I played golf yesterday with Jose and Ryan. You don't know Ryan, but we played.
Where'd you play?
We played Sunset Valley.
Oh, nice.
And they all wanted to walk. So I'm like, yeah, let's do it. So, because I didn't know. And it was a beautiful day. Yesterday, it was warm, breezy. It looked like it was going to rain. It spritzed a little bit, and then the sun came out. It was beautiful.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful day. The course was in excellent shape. They had aerated the greens. The greens are kind of back to normal. I didn't play so well, but but it was good.
You haven't played in a while.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. I really haven't played, and I only had 8 points, 4 and 4. I was like,
it's amazing how quick you lose it. We were talking about this last night. Outside of the outing that we played in last Monday, and outing golf is different than regular golf. Outside of that, I haven't played in a long time, and I'm just like, I'm thinking because I'm going to be playing not this Saturday, but the following Saturday, and I'm like, I feel like I haven't played in ages. I'm like, I forget how to play the game. I don't know what mechanics to work on. I don't know, I'm not in the moment. I'm not in the zone. It's amazing how quick you lose it if you're not playing consistently.
I topped like 3 balls in a row. I was like, are you kidding me? And then I had a couple I'm right down the middle, 150 away. Top it. I was like, wow,
that's frustrating.
Man. Yeah,
that's really frustrating.
So I was really rusty.
Well, speaking of off-season tactics, we're approaching the off-season. We'll probably get 1, maybe 2 more weeks of good golf weather, and then we can officially call it the off-season. Do you have any tactics or plan for what you're going to do during the off-season to stay sharp?
Yeah, I don't have a plan right now, but like you said, I'm not even scheduling regular golf just ahead because I can get the tee time, because you don't know how dicey the weather is. So I'm just going to play it by ear, and if it looks like it's going to be a nice day and I can squeeze something in, I'll maybe get out of work early or do what I can do.
Right.
But when we do get into November, December, January, what do we do, man? We try to think about doing simulator golf. You can work on some putting. You can read up on your ZenGolf and get your mind in focus, maybe.
Actually, it's a really good time to practice ZenGolf, just to get your mind and to stretch and stay loose. That's one of the most important things that I don't do nearly enough. The off season is a great time to do it. Just focus on, if you could do yoga and keep your body loose and stretch, I know if you did a whole off season of yoga, you'd come back next season fired up and ready to go with a loose body, because it's amazing how tight your body gets, and if you stay loose, just that alone could definitely help out.
I agree, and the gyms are, oh, look at that, nice. The gyms are open. So I went over by the gym that I've been in, and I didn't go in to talk to him because I didn't have the time, just to find out, are you still charging me on my credit card? Did you delay it? I forget. You know what? The COVID was so bad, and I was like, you know what? I don't even care what you do with my money. I know I called up and I delayed it, and they said they would delay it for a couple of months. So I don't know what the corporation did. I didn't even look at my credit card. So I was like, you know what? What's $25, $30, whatever it is,
Figure that out, and you better hit the gym.
Yeah, keep the gym.
Cheers.
Right, man. Cheers. Good luck. Enjoy the day.
Alrighty. Have a good week, everybody.